Regardais que porte le vent du soir, anime les feuilles dans la danse allanguée. Ce chant bizarre remonte les coins obscurs maintenant endormis. Sans attendre ces jours passés, le feu doré sans mourir à terre. Étrange jour sous un ciel radieux, notre érodé austral. Seront partis. Demain soir, seront partis.
Ooh, my computer just like completely took a shit on me. Hi guys. Hi. Yes. Hi. Hello. Uh, uh, I'm Mango Jones. Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Like all of my shit shitted out on me really fucking hard. But you know what? That is what it is. It'll be what it'll be. Who cares? So, yes, that's a really good question. Who is Mango Jones? Um, well, for those of you that don't know, I actually got doxxed not that long ago. But the thing is, it's not the first time I've been doxxed. So, hello. My name's Ashley. Ashlee. No Y, never a Y, always EE. I would prefer online, if you don't know me like that, call me Mango. Because you know what? My information is only as powerful as I make it be. And it's really not all that powerful when you've got a cell phone number that I had when I was a sophomore in high school and addresses that I haven't lived in over a decade. So, hi, I'm Ashley. Nice to meet you. I prefer Mango, though. So, moving forward from that, I have some other things going on here on the internet that I would like to talk about. So Security Monitor Lizard and I are doing our usual charity stuff that we love to do. This time we are doing Indigenous Peoples Charities. You can find the link to that Google Doc in the description. And within that Google Doc, you will find the direct link to the organization itself, the charity navigator link. You will find the direct donation link. You will find all of the information that you need, including their EIN, so you can look them up with the IRS. None of the money goes to me or Lizard. It all goes straight to the organizations themselves. So by all means, donate to them. Send a blacked out receipt. We don't want your personal info. We just need to know the organization and the dollar amount you donated, and send it over to postaliguana@gmail.com. And I will put that email address inside of the chat for y'all right now. postaliguana@gmail.com. Yes, send it over there. Yeah. See, Lauren even posted it because Lauren's the best. Do all that. If we reach the $2,000 goal by January 31st, then before Valentine's Day or on Valentine's Day, I don't know, whatever Lizard has going on, we will eat a Cobes burger. And it will be disgusting. For every $150 that you donate directly to one of the organizations at one time, we will eat a Code Red Mountain Dew hard-boiled egg. Last time it was just plain Mountain Dew. This time we're going Code Red. It was horrible. We fucked ourselves. We did not put a cap on that. So we already owe $2 to Skits Crasher. And yeah, it's going to be fucking disgusting. If we reach the $2,500 goal, then Slim Living Cyborg, his lovely woman, Dungeon Queen, and our good friend Widow's son will each eat one Code Red hard-boiled Mountain Dew because we care about everyone in our community and we don't want to like fuck up their stomach with the Cobe stuff because like Lizard and I know our limitations. We don't know theirs. We're not about to fuck them over, you know? Because they're our friends. We love them. Hey, Logan. Oh, Lauren. Oh, Lauren. Okay. So, right now, the winning burger is currently the chimichanga burger. Actually, I will pull that up. I will let you guys see what we are potentially going to torture ourselves with. Because you know what? It's a grab bag night. It is. I really don't have much going on. Small human is asleep. You might hear him snoring in the background. Because he's full of shit. Love him to pieces. But yes, let's pull up that chimichanga burger that we potentially have to eat. Because right now, it and the cordial cherry burger are like neck and neck. They're constantly going back and forth. So let's go over that real quick. Okay? Shall we? But yeah, like no one was really doing too much tonight. And I decided it was a perfect time to go live because I haven't been live in a while. Also, I'm really bored. And I love you guys. I'm finding it. Don't worry. I'm doing the stuff and nothing. Go away. Yes, Heon, it is a junk food burger. However, space, it's a little bit more than that too. It really is. But we'll show Lauren. It's okay. Let's see. We need... unfortunately, we need... Yep, the Creeping Reaper Chimichanga Bacon Cheeseburger. Okay. This is one of the contenders. It's currently tied with...
I got 2 of them I'm going to put on a burger.
Talking.
I want 1.
Nope, I said stop it.
2.
Hey. Oh, move over here. Go. No, I want you full screen. Thank you. Thank you. Come on. You can do the thing. Very good. Okay. So this is one of the contenders. It's not going to be pleasant.
We're also going to be putting on that Carolina jerky right there. And some of that horseradish. I did promise the fan who sent it the next time I did a cooking video, it's the Yeah, I did promise that. So let's go ahead and put on our badass cooking apron. Take a look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Now, it's been a while since I've made a burger video. So let me just go ahead and throw on this here cooking apron. Trying to get this son of a bitch tied. First of all, if you're on a diet, don't watch this. This here burger is going to make you hungry. What do you guys think? You like that cooking apron or what? That is pretty boss, dude. I got a little bit of grease here in the bottom of this here pan. I want to go ahead and turn that on. Grab up some of that Texas toast. We got 2 pieces of it right here. Beautiful. Those chimichangas I mentioned earlier, we're going to put those in the microwave. Get them ready to... Right there. Not a sponsor. Oh yeah, that's good enough on that one. All right, so now to our bottom bun, we're gonna start piling it on. What should we do next? Drop a slice of this here medium cheddar cheese. Watch out, take a look at that, YouTube. Yeah, look at that, look at that, look at it. All right, cool. Now we're gonna add frozen.
Lizard. Hey, buddy. You know this one's winning, right? This is the burger that's winning. Also, please excuse my internet. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But you know what? We're going to do our best and we're not going to care because who gives a shit? This is for fun. This is a hobby. Yes, Lauren. Yeah, we don't know. We just know that there's chimichangas involved. There's frozen beef patties. Oy vey. We're going to die. Lizard and I are going to die. That's all that matters. We're just death. Death.
Patties. We'll grab some of our Payne County Rust all meat seasoning. Trying to lean the camera up. Here we go. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and place that burger patty on top.
Please be advised that when Lizard and I do this, we will not be cooking in a pan that looks like this. No, absolutely the fuck not. I'm sorry. Like, I am all down for doing some Cobes cooking, but not to the extent that I use a pan that looks like this. Yeah. Not gonna happen. Ever. Never, ever. Okay, let's continue. Oh, Lucifer, that's his pan that he's cooking in. And he's making frozen burger patties to go on bread that he cooked before the rest of the burger. He never does anything in order. It's frustrating.
Top of our cheese chongas. We got some hickory smoked thick sliced bacon. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Oh yeah, it wouldn't be a King Cobra video until we got a close up of that bacon sizzle.
Lizard, I swear to God. If you want to make yourself some food in a pan that looks like that, you're more than welcome to. You are more than welcome to use your VA benefits to pump your stomach after that. But I didn't serve in the military. Oh yeah, people that doxed me, pro tip. I never said that I enlisted. I never said that I served any sort of military time. You can go back and you can find that. Like, I never said that. Civilian contracts that I have previously talked about wanting to acquire and stuff are not the same as enlisting. Any hoozle. You can use your VA benefits for that, but I can't afford an ER visit. So I'm going to use a clean pan. Thank you.
And bacon sizzling in the pan. Yeah, let's give it a flip. Close up. Bacon action. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you're vegan, don't watch this. Another slice of that cheese, another slice of that medium cheddar. Drop that on top of our bacon. So yeah, eat this jerky at your own risk. I know what you're thinking, Cobra. We want a close up of this burger so far because this just sounds insane, dude. Yeah, look at all that Carolina Reaper jerky sitting there on top, beautiful, on top of all that cheese. Some nacho cheese Doritos. We're gonna add those Doritos to the top of our jerky. Gonna steal one.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lauren's absolutely right. I totally bunked with her dad in Afghanistan. It was a whole thing. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I have a penis. Yeah. Anyway, hey, Skitch Crasher. Hey, Bill. Love y'all. Glad to see you here. Lizard, you do realize we're going to die. Sweet.
I love horseradish.
Look at those boot prints on the wall.
Nice. That's a nice little spoonful of horseradish right there. Beautiful. And now I'll put the horseradish right there in the middle. Oh yeah. So take a look at our sandwich so far. This thing looks massive, high in calories, and extremely unhealthy. We're going to take our top bun with the horseradish. Go ahead and scooch the bottom in the middle there. And we're just going to, go like that.
Look, what I do with my peen and my cheeks is my business. But in case y'all didn't know, there is a subreddit r/selffuck. Pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. Yes, PP-gate. It absolutely is. Also, welcome. Hi. Love you. Nice to see you again.
Look at that. Look at this percent, dude. That's freaking nuts. All right, so now we're going to take it over to the microwave. We're going to nuke it for a minute. Oh, yeah. That cheese has melted on the inside of it ever so beautifully. Does that burger look delicious or what? I think it looks pretty damn good. That's okay. We got time to let the burger cool off. While we let it cool off, get this badass apron put away. Oh, yeah, but it's going to be a tasty sandwich. So, YouTube. I'm go ahead and throw on the trucker hat here. I'm cooking with Cobra, baby. Let's get it. Look at this burger compared to my hand. Like it's almost big as that's ridiculous. Let's get it. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That's way good. Here's that cross section of all that deliciousness in the middle. If you like the cooking videos, subscribe for more. I do all kinds of zany, crazy bacon cheeseburgers on my channel. Just a little bit of heat to it. Clearing out the sinuses quite nicely. But holy Toledo Batman, this is a filling burger. Like, I may end up saving it for later because I'm starting to get full. Or I could try to power through it.
Power through it, Copes. You've got this, like always. Oh, hey, PT Ham. It's nice to see you.
If you're vegan, don't watch. Cross section. Excuse me.
Okay, so the hat in question says cooking with Cobes because, you know, he's Cobes. Hi, Cobes. You're glad you're glad that this is the burger? This one here. Oh, Lord. Lizard, look, you're my bestie. I love you to pieces. But I am not happy about this. What did I get myself into? Oh, Lauren, there's one with cordial cherries on it. There's a leftovers burger that has mac and cheese on it and like everything from his fridge. We are not in a good position no matter what we do if we reach the $2,000 goal on the charity, which you can find the link for the Google Doc in the description. It's a whole thing. Yeah. That's why you're glad. I don't know. I kind of think that the cordial cherry burger might taste better. Of course you did. Of course you did, Skits Crasher. We also owe you 2 Code Red Mountain Dew hard-boiled eggs. You're an asshole, but we love you. You're wonderful. Yes, yes, he is. It's always the weird shit. But when he doesn't go weird, like he tries. He tries really hard. Like with his with his country fried steak that he tried to make for his friend, like he actually tried on that. You could see some semblance of thought there. But it turned out terrible. Oh, hey, Miss Parker. Yes, Miss Parker, we are all criminals here. I stole your shins. I stole Nova's edges. I take puppies. Oh, and apparently something about me talking about cannibalism is bad, even though cannibalism in and of itself is not illegal. And I will say it repeatedly. You guys, it's just not illegal. It's a thing. We have to accept this fact. It's a thing. Thank you. Yes, exactly. He is a goth wizard who makes this, and for some reason I roped myself into eating it with lizard. I don't know. Last time we did the Cobes potted meat nachos. Nothing can prepare you for how a plate of potted meat nachos feels to the body. Nothing can prepare you for that. I thought I was having a heart attack because everything felt heavy. Maybe. Depends on the baby. No, don't, no. Anyway. So, any hoozle. Yeah, that's a thing. That's what we're currently having to eat should we reach the $2,000 goal on the Indigenous Peoples Charity. Yeah. And that's that. So, we know what that is. What I initially gathered you all here for was something just I've wanted to talk about this for a little bit. I've had the Tim Pool Kanye West interview thing just like up my sleeve. Like I've had it for a while. I want to talk about it some. And then as y'all can see over here, right here, this is my drive for the Border Patrol stuff. I have talked about this before. I am doing a whole lot of research on it. So after we go over the Kanye stuff, I wanted to kind of walk y'all through my drive and give y'all access to it because in the interest of transparency, I think it is best if everyone knows what is going on, especially if I am going to be going into detail about it at a future date. There are over 3,000 files in this drive. There is everything from congressional letters to lawsuits, immigration appeals. ICE workbooks, like the whole 9, and I will walk you through each section that's already done. I'm going to be organizing the rest of it later, so we'll go over that in a bit. But just in the interest of transparency, I think it's best if everyone knows what's going on. Is what it is. So we're going to talk about the whole like Tim Pool Kanye thing. Because, you know, Milo? Is it pronounced Milo or Milo? Anyway, he was there. Fucking just Nick Fuentes was there, and nobody likes that douchehole. Like, so we're gonna talk about that. Skip ahead some.
There and Republican senators, and for whatever reason, this story, for many reasons, I suppose people have made, this story has persisted till today. And we are able to actually sit down with several of the individuals involved in that story, notably Ye, Nick Fuentes, and Malinopolis, of course, who made the dinner happen. It's my understanding, or
No,
at least
Milo.
I
Milo.
had the dinner invite before I met Milo.
Okay, my bad. There you go. So we're gonna jump right into
I
this
just
news story.
overcomplicated it.
Absolutely. So we're gonna start with that. And there's a lot we want to talk about. And you know what, man, this is a very big story. A lot of people have questions about, you know, what were Trump's intentions, why were certain people invited, and Trump, of course, has issued statements. So a lot of people want to know where he stands, and more importantly, what happened there and why. And there's also the questions about what Ye 24 means, and I'll keep that a little bit vague so that they can answer to that and speak more to that. And then, of course, we're going to get into a lot of different issues. However, head over to timcast.com and become a member. We're going to have a members-only uncensored show, which will probably get a bit more in-depth on all.
No, shut the fuck up. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate it. I got my roots color matched because, like, I want to grow it out so it's all healthy and stuff, and I can like cut out the dyed parts. But I don't want to pull a shanny and like have roots down to here and then the rest of it dyed, because that just looks fucking horrible. Like, no offense to people that do it and can pull it off, but I can't, and I don't want to be shanny-esque. You know what I mean? Yes. That's exactly it. That as well. Also, hi, Patch Adams.
A lot of other issues that I'll just leave it at that. timcast.com, become a member, support our work, and we'll talk about more there. Smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, share the show with your friends. Joining us, as I mentioned, is we have Ye himself. Would you like to introduce yourself, good sir?
You did it.
There you go. I think everybody knows who you are. And which of you gentlemen would like to introduce yourself?
Nicholas, please.
Well, I mean, that is the best way to not shanny. See, she doesn't know the difference between cultural appropriation and cultural appreciation, and she's just a racist bitch. Like, it's a whole thing.
Hi, yeah, I'm Nick Fuentes. First time here on the Timcast. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you do?
Oh, I'm a live streamer. I do a show called America First on cozy.tv.
All right.
Oh, I muted myself. There we go. So the reason that he does a stream on cozy.tv is because, much like Alex Jones, his views cannot be displayed in a lot of places because they break terms of service. Contrary to what people like him want you to believe and want you to think, they are not against free speech in private corporations. I figured I would about some. Haha. Oh, hey, Red Eye. Yeah, you heard a dolphin in the distance. Anyway, so, okay. When it comes to private corporations, like Twitter, Facebook, McDonald's, even, there is a line when it comes to what can and cannot be said. Because your right to free speech ends where someone else's rights begin. Private corporations, much like private individuals, has a right to not want certain words, phrases, or things said. And it happens. It just is what it is. Just like how if you go into a theater and you yell out fire, that in and of itself is not illegal because of free speech. It is illegal because it is illegal because you are causing a nuisance. Yeah, I know I'm roboting pretty bad. It actually has nothing to do with my internet, and my internet's not welfare, but thank you anyway, Nietzsche. You can fuck off. I'm roboting because of the way that my setup is right now. I actually have a USB thing that like splits it. I have a USB splitter, and it is hanging on the edge of my desk. So yeah, that's my bad. It has nothing to do with the internet. It's almost like I paid for real internet, huh? Anyway. Exactly, Lizard. It causes undue harm. Yeah, see, exactly. It started when I muted myself, Lauren, which tells me that it's my microphone and not my internet.
And of course, Milo, you were here a couple weeks ago.
Yes, I'm your best ever guest.
So we've been told that the episode with you was one of the best podcasts ever. People really enjoyed hearing you speak.
I think that's accurate.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Thanks for coming back.
Thanks. I was wondering how I was going to make it even more extraordinary the second time I visited, but I think I might have pulled it off.
Luke's here.
Total sausage fest tonight.
Indeed.
Welcome. My name is Luke Radowski of wearechange.org. Today I'm wearing my Epstein Didn't Epstein Himself t-shirt, which you could get on thebestpoliticalshirts.com. And I think we should be using that word a little bit more, just like, you know, this YouTube channel didn't Epstein itself. And if this YouTube channel is Epsteined, we will be streaming on Twitter. So yeah, I started a t-shirt company after YouTube demonetized me. So thebestpoliticalshirts.com, because you guys buy it. That's why I'm here. Thank you so much for having me.
And of course, Serge.
And I am Serge.com. Pleasure, guys.
All right. And I'll just pull up this story from.
Friendly reminder, there is a link to the Indigenous Peoples charities, including one for Asian Pacific Islanders, inside of the description. I'm sure that one of my mods will repost the link for me. The donations go directly to the organizations. You can send a receipt to postluana@gmail.com. Black out your personal information because we don't fucking want it. We just need to know the organization and the amount you gave, and we'll add it to the $2,000 total.
From the Hill, which is from earlier today, 5 p.m. Pence says Trump should apologize. It's wrong to give anti-Semite a seat at the table. This, of course, is related to a dinner that happened, and I was wrong a little on the details. So a dinner happened. Nick, you were there. Yay, you were there. I just want to start off by, how did this dinner come to happen, and what happened?
I was talking to Trump for about a month. We had scheduled the dinner in October, and then he announced for president. He pushed the dinner back to November. And I've been pulling together a campaign. And after I put up the DEF CON tweet, a bunch of people that have been canceled, like Alex Jones, I started getting in contact with other people that were now on the, you know, the inside of the matrix. And Alex Jones.
I already said at the start of my stream that my name's Ashley. Oh well. Such is life. I'd prefer here, though, you call me Mango, because you don't know me like that. So, hello. Nice to meet you. You can fuck all the way off. Anyway, actually, it's kind of cute. All the kids that I babysat before they were of a certain age and could pronounce the sh sound, they would call me Ashley. It's great. Anyway. Fundraiser so far is actually going pretty good considering it's the holiday season. We're at 350 of 2,000, but we're also going until January 31st, so there's plenty of time.
Producer said that Milo wanted to contact me, and here we are.
So that's how you guys got in contact.
Yeah, originally, and then I've suggested that we bring in Nicholas as a enormous extra brain firepower that he is. Most extraordinarily brilliant political commentator of his generation, and he's been treated just about as badly as anybody. So I thought he deserved to be in the room too. And yeah, that's pretty much how we got together.
So I have some questions about that, but we'll get through the dinner portion of how exactly this happened, what went down. So this is how you get in contact, the three of you. How is it that Nick ends up invited to this dinner, and what happened?
Well, he was rolling with me. I was impressed with Nick, and I was like, just come to the dinner. And we had Karen Giorno pick us up from the airport. And there was a lot of back and forth. There's another gentleman named Jamar Montgomery that was with us. It's he's an engineer at Boeing, and I'm
telling him just we should raise everyone's volume.
Okay, cool. And we sat there, and it was like when Trump came in, I said, do you want to sit alone? He's like, no, bring your friends in. So a big thing is like Trump had no idea who Nick Fuentes was. But this whole, I just got to go right to the heart.
I want to know why a former president is inviting you to come eat with him, and you're inviting people that he supposedly doesn't know. And I'm pretty sure that Trump would know, because they would have to come to the Mar-a-Lago property where you're staying around the same time, actually, that you're about to do all of these other shows that just so happen to be in the area. It's one of those things. I learned from the best. Anyway, yeah, the timeline of events as told by everyone involved does not make sense. It doesn't. And yes, he always looks cozy. I don't know why he's always so comfortable, but I wish I could be that comfortable all the time.
Of this anti-Semite claim that's happening. This is something, if you read the definition, it says you can't claim that there's multiple people inside of banks or in media that are all Jewish, or you're anti-Semitic. And that's the truth. It's the truth. What are we talking?
Miss Parker, if you're not busy, you can come on and talk Kanye with me for a while. I do not mind one bit. I will send you a link if you are not busy with Mr. Parker. I know that he had surgery and everything, and I hope that he is doing well. So, if you're free, you're more than welcome. Please don't make Kanye your god. Oh. Please don't let Kanye be your god. That'd be concerning. But Miss Parker, I love you, but no. Yeah, I know. He's yay. He is yay now. Yes, you have to lurk and be racist. But if you find time, there is a link in case you are free whenever, I might be here a while. Who knows? It's a grab bag night. We're having fun.
Talking about, and
elaborate. What do you mean? You mean?
I'm saying I've been labeled anti-Semite, right? So there's different beliefs about our bloodlines, you know, like the documentary that Kyrie posted. And in general, America has been left ignorant and history has been changed. So when we start questioning things that question the indoctrination, then you immediately get, you know, you said debanked or what did you say happened to you? Or
Demonetized, deplatformed.
Demonized, demonetized. And what's so beautiful about this time is everyone got to see what's really been happening. And now we can really understand. We can see that Ron Emanuel was right next to Obama. And then
Oh, hey, look. The fake Yato account joined us. Can a mod please get rid of that? Thank you. So, yes. Okay. Kanye is speaking in ways that he assumes that other people will resonate with. Kanye is the type of person that he will sit there and, oh Lord. Yeah, so yes, there are actually a lot of people that resonate with it. Most of those people are conservative Christian. Most of those people are already anti-Semitic. Most of those people are themselves mentally ill and not receiving the help that they need. And it's unfortunate that you pretty much have the blind leading the blind. You have the mentally ill leading the mentally ill. Like it's one of those things. That's also a very good point, buddy. Kanye West does refuse to call Caitlyn Jenner Caitlyn, even though for some weird reason they are on the same side of things. Makes zero sense.
Jared Kushner was right next to Trump.
But so we're getting right into it, I guess, right? I was hoping to go for the news first before we got into all of this stuff. I think the issue is one way to put it is you're expounding upon a localization issue that you've witnessed, right? Let me clarify. There are a handful of people that you see are Jewish in a certain place, and then you associate Judaism with the power, whereas I view that as not relevant to it. Like, yeah, you're substantially more powerful than I am, but I don't view what you're doing as an issue of Black people.
Yeah, but have you ever heard the term the Black vote? So it's okay to put us in one net, but it's not okay for me to put them in one net.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's the basis of the hypocrisy that people have been thinking about and knowing about and realizing for decades. We were all wondering how this dam was going to break. Everybody in the country was wondering what is the root of this hypocrisy? Why can people talk about white people a certain way? Why can't they talk about that group a certain way? And the wretched and wicked and oppressive prevailing orthodoxy of cancel culture. Well, it turned out that the one thing that was going to break the dam was the biggest star in the world, and it took the biggest star in the world to do it. And now the dam is broken.
So let me tell you my issue. I don't like identitarianism. You guys are familiar with what that is?
Well, they started it, and they've been visiting on us. We're trying to break it.
When I was asking you about running for president, you immediately said, well, you know, you'd be good for the Black vote. And I said, is that because I'm Black? No, not just because of that. So is that, are you doing the same thing?
I didn't say that was the only reason. I said it was because you're personable to the common person. And you probably would do well with the black vote. Absolutely.
Just because I'm black, because a lot of black people don't like me.
Of course. I think race plays a role in a lot of things. Absolutely. And I think that
I think the construct of race has really been forced upon us as just something for us to be woke about and just constantly talk about and use it as these like walls.
Could you say the same thing about Judaism?
Well, let's look at the facts of what I'm saying, though. If you say in this neighborhood where they gerrymander, there's this amount of time. So, hey, I wasn't doing that. I was just gerrymandering the lawyers and the Hollywood executives and the people at the bank that debanked me and then froze my accounts.
Kanye, you were debanked by JP Morgan Chase because you kept making demands that they themselves could not keep up with. You wanted to have access to people that you couldn't have access to just because you're Kanye. That's not how it works. It's just not how any of it works. Yeah. That's pretty much how the mindset is. Because you know someone who knows someone or knows another person, that automatically means that you can't be. And it's not how things work logically. There's also the whole, Kanye says that he cannot be anti-Semitic because Black people are the true Jews. There's a whole lot to unpack there, but it basically falls under radical Hebrew Israelites and is not how it works. Oh no. Did you donate more, Skits Crasher? Did you? Oh no. Lizard will let me know because Lizard has that email. You said that's an exit only, so it's an exit only. We appreciate you, Skits, and Lizard will give us the next update on his stream. So,
it's like we want to jump into protecting the idea that we can't put a net around something, right? But that's been my job as a producer, to take, a Roy Ayers sample and James Brown drum and put it within a 2-minute, 3-minute song. That's the way I actually think, and that's the way I talk. And now this morning, I found out that they were trying to put me in prison because what they did was I moved $140 million into JP Morgan. And I said, I want to talk to Jamie Dimon. Like, look at me. I'm just going in naive, multi-billionaire. Like, maybe Jamie Dimon will let me in on some deal flow. Wrong. And I'm just like banging my hands like, I want to meet with Jamie. And I start complaining online. And then they debank me for complaining. And so I'm about to get debanked. They're like, you need to go to Trump's, the bank, AXO, whatever. You got to go. And I'm like, I've been trying to buy my own bank for the longest. And then we figured out how to get my own bank. It's like 50 million, 75 million. So I'm about to buy my own bank. But then as they're about to take the money out, here comes Adidas with a $275 million bill for marketing funds that they agreed upon. Because I said to them, hey, I'm the marketing, give me the marketing fund, which proves by the response they got when they, stole the designs and said, we're going to not call them Yeezys anymore. So this is what I was already fighting Adidas for. So I'm fighting Gap, get out of Gap, fighting Adidas. And then I deal with this little bit of noise from, Zionism from the fashion world, where they use this plant named Gabby, who's obviously like some kind of CIA agent, knows nothing about fashion. This is a certain.
Absolutely right, Mimosa J, Mothra J, Red Shop Mama J, Red Shop Mimosa J, whatever you want to be called by this time. Yes, it was sad that this was the best interview that he had done. It's sad that following this, before he did the Alex Jones thing, I do have a video where he is wearing his Balenciaga mask thing, and he talks about how he doesn't have bipolar. He's actually autistic. I will be playing that here in a little bit.
Thing. When someone can't dress, that they're not like a fashion person. They're just there as like the society, like the control that they try to use with celebrities, which has now been broken, right? Because where it broke. Okay. I want to get on like LeBron in a second, but I'm going to come back to this and just talk about this morning where, I'm not going to mention her name because she's a nice lady, but someone at Cohen Resnick tells me, and I tell all of my finance people, never use the term a lot. But they said, okay, you're going to have to pay a lot of taxes. And that made me feel like they're just like waiting, like we finally got them. We finally can put him in jail. And I was like, can I still run for president in jail? I found out I could. So I was like, okay, that's fine then. It'll be okay.
But if you were Jeffrey Epstein, they wouldn't touch your bank account. They would allow you to break the rules, regulations, just like JP Morgan and Chase did, just like Deutsche Bank did. So there is an issue to bring up with that. But when it comes to the race stuff, I think this is an important discussion to have because I
have to complete this thought. You guys got to.
Okay. Epstein didn't demand access to people that he couldn't have access to. Epstein didn't go to meetings and show porn to people that were supposed to be working with him on his brand. He was not going to meetings showing nudes of his wife that were not supposed to be shown to the public. That's a thing. Like, I understand Kanye's in his own world, and I understand that Epstein fucked up super bad, and we're not going to talk about that on here because that is not what I would like to discuss right now. But you cannot compare the two when there are entirely different things going on that led up to what is happening now. I have 2 streams on my channel. They go over the timeline. They tell you exactly what happened, when he was dropped by who, how long negotiations took for various things. It's an entire flow of it's a fucking snowball effect. As soon as he fucked up, it goes all downhill. You can't compare the two. You just can't. It has nothing to do with the fact that Kanye is black, and it has everything to do with what Kanye was doing. There's a difference. Publicly and privately, what Kanye was doing. And yes, Alex Jones did try to give him that out multiple times over, and he didn't take it. Even Alex Jones was fucking baffled by Kanye, and that is a feat in and of itself.
Go ahead.
All right, because I'm talking about literally finding out that they were trying to put me in prison this morning. Watch this. So
This morning.
yes. So not come to my house this morning, but I found out, okay, so they put a $75 million hold on 4 of my accounts. And then they said, you owe a lot of taxes. Took me like 6 hours to find out how much a lot was. They said, well, around $50 million. Now I'm going to different CFOs like, okay, so would this be tax evasion? Because I'm obviously not the most financially literate person on the planet. I was just a child, basically. Like when you become famous, you stop growing at that point. I became famous at age 24 and I had handlers around. I had my mom around, different things. And it was always like you go from one.
It's very important to note there that he said when he was 24, he had handlers around. He had his mom around. His mother passed away in 2007, okay? He did not get 5150'd until 2016. There are accounts multiple times over that state Kanye got his initial bipolar diagnosis when he was a teenager. His handlers were there to ensure that he took his medication, to make sure that he was taking care of himself, to make sure that he wasn't going to say something that would be considered essentially an intrusive thought for most people, and saying it out loud. Because if you meet a lot of people that do have things like OCD, tic disorders, bipolar disorder, things like that, sometimes the intrusive thoughts, the things that you don't mean to say out loud, don't have that filter there, and you say it, even if you don't mean it. Not saying that that's like him, what he's doing, just saying that that is something that does happen. So him having handlers to make sure that he doesn't do that was important. Talking about it like it's a bad thing is not it, because it could have prevented so many things that are currently happening. It could have stopped him needing to pay out multiple people for his love of Hitler. It just is what it is.
Handler to the next handler to the next handler. So now I'm having, I get to actually learn how to run a company. I get to learn how to, to count. Really, I was like Pablo in a movie. It was like I didn't even know where to put the money, like literally making $300 million cash, but you're just like a high priced, we're not going to use the S word just because it's like too passe to use it. But it's like next year I was supposed to make $500 million in royalties. And like no one needs this amount of money. But when I would work on homeless shelters and ideas, I'd have a contractor. We won't say what race. And they'd be tearing down the contracts. It's all about, position. It's not about the amount of money that you have. And, to come in here, I feel like it's a setup to be like defending. I'm not going to go through another, like I'm literally going to walk the F off the show if I'm sitting up here having a, talk about, you can't say that it was Jewish people that did it when every sensible person knows that. I mean, Jon Stewart knows what happened to me and they took it too far. It was like American History X. Like my head was on the side of the curve and the exact people that I called out kicked my head. We found out that my trainer was a MK Ultra Canadian intelligence.
He worked in the defense research and development in the Canadian military, essentially working on psyops in the Canadian military. This is hard.
Well, you weren't a mod because you were mod under Miss Parker, Miss Parker. You're a mod now, though. Don't worry, I modded you. It's okay. But it's just, Kanye, you literally walk around with a PDF of all of the people in Hollywood that are executives, and all of the Jewish executives are highlighted in red. And like the vast majority of the list is red. Why are you doing this? Anyway.
Pasternak.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, look, they tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me. And they when I asked them,
it is entirely possible that he is currently misdiagnosed. Something that I like to talk about when it comes to Kanye is that he was diagnosed as bipolar when he was a teenager. He was then re-diagnosed when he got 5150 in 2016 after having an episode at Harvey Pasternak's house. The thing is, he was initially diagnosed as a teenager. His secondary diagnosis came when he was literally just like in a ward for a week on a 5150. That is not an adequate way to get a diagnosis. Based off of the things that he has said and the things that he has done, he is showing a lot of things that are comorbid between bipolar disorder and other things like paranoid schizophrenia or other types of schizophrenia, other paranoia-based mental illnesses. So yes, it's entirely possible he was misdiagnosed, but he's still mentally ill.
How much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears too. I mean, look at
they would have Michael Jackson
or worse, yeah.
So
look at what they did. Look at what they did to Britney. When she went in, she was tired, she was exhausted, she was in a bad way. But 10 years of that medication wrecked her brain. You can see it now. You can see there's not much of her left.
You mentioned Pasternak was the name.
Yes, Harley Pasternak. That's the text message that you posted that we were talking about before.
Here's the lobotomy.
Before the show, obviously, I'm getting a bunch of messages from people. People are hitting me up, and they're like, "You shouldn't host them. They're anti-Semitic. They're white supremacists. They're racist." I do find the idea. I do find it funny or weird, whatever. That Nick, they call you a white supremacist. You're here working with or for one of the most powerful black men, one of the wealthiest and most famous, but. A lot of people were saying on the right specifically, don't platform them. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, I want to understand what they're thinking and why they're thinking it. They're they're involved in what may be the biggest news story of the past week. And we have an opportunity to sit down.
Yeah. That's it. That's the entire message of this podcast right now. Tim Pool is the smartest person in that room. Yeah.
And because the red media controls both sides, it just said it as simple as possible. Jared Kushner was next to Trump. Ron Emanuel was next to Obama. But since 1940, go ahead.
I was going to say, isn't that an issue of these individuals? Like you're extrapolating.
I'm going to order with the last of my money that's available in a different account. I'm going to order a PJ before I sit and have another Lex Friedman setup conversation when I'm literally they're trying to put me in jail for my opinion.
But I'm not
going to have that opinion. I don't care about people. Those are bots that are trying to tell you. We realize, look at Pence. He sold Trump out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I would have never wanted to do anything that hurt Trump. I'm on Trump's side. Trump said things that hurt me. He lied about me, but I mean, he's known for lying. And when people used to tell me that, he's a liar, it's like, I went into the trenches for Trump. That's another conversation. There was no one in my position that wore that hat, and all of my surroundings exhausted me. It was
like, are you not a fan of Tim Pool's cock? He's had that cock for a while. Quite fancy.
Like death by 1,000 questions. I'm not being to another thing. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, I know you got a rep for your people online, but it's you got a person in real life that I'm not with it, bro. I lost the money for the freedom of speech. And that's what makes me the only American that we know that really deserves to run the country, because everyone else, your boy DeSantis, Trump, whoever they raise in a petri dish over on the Democrat side is going to play the game.
Look, and here's what I was trying to get to. You went right into the anti-Semite thing. I think it's something that should be talked about. But if you start bringing this up, you're going to ask my opinion on it. I'm going to disagree with you.
I didn't ask your opinion on it. You jumped into it.
But
I don't care about your opinion. I like your opinion on how we win an election, but I don't care about anybody's opinion, bro. I lost. They tried to put me in jail. They blocked $2 billion I had. Like, but I told Farrakhan, I said, look, oh, is it anti-Semitic for me to say his name out loud? Like, I told
minister.
Yeah, the minister. Like, I told
Obama met with him too.
Oh, he was. Yeah, I mean, the Jewish people allowed Obama to meet with the minister. You know, so Farrakhan said, well, did he have the money? The contract for the next 4 years, if I hadn't done anything, would have been $500 million a year for 4 years. What I was fighting for was the IP, so my children could, I'm sorry, just sometimes I think about 7 thoughts at one time, because anything I see, I come up with like 7 answers to it and then just choose what it is. But
that's called mental illness, Kanye. It is. It's not called autism, like you are going to claim in the next thing I'm going to show. It's just your mental illness. It is what it is. It'll be what it'll be. But knowing that you have 7 different thoughts all at once about one scenario, and you just kind of pick one, that's not healthy, dude. It's not healthy. Yeah. Well, to be fair, a lot of his money was tied up in his various business dealings that dropped him. Exactly, PT Ham. 7 thoughts and you need to take your meds. As soon as I have more than a couple of thoughts on various scenarios, I start to think, oh, hey, did I take my meds today? But I'm also ADHD, so I'm going to overthink like everything. Still need to take my meds, though. Take your meds, people. Stay hydrated. Don't do what I'm doing and drink Coca-Cola. Hydrate.
But the thing is, when I said my children, the reason why my brain kind of blocked, because it's like God is saying, you know, your children are going to be okay. Baby mama's got money, right? God is using me. He's breaking me down, removing all of the, richest person, all of this, so I can serve him. And the more and more those things are taken away from me, the more I can be empty and be a vessel and be able to be used. And right now it's like, you're not going to take, if we can't, you're not going to take my pain away, right? The Jewish people say, it's the Holocaust, this happened, and you can't say anything about it. We can't take their pain away. No one's going to denounce the fact that they tried to lock me up. That's what, because
what does that have to do with the Holocaust? They are not mutually exclusive. You getting 5150 is not mutually exclusive to the Holocaust. There is no correlation. There is no causation. There is nothing there except for you just making comparisons out of nowhere because you were off your meds. It's a bad look. It's not going to get you those contracts back. 50 Cent tried to say back in October, oh, he's not crazy. He knows exactly what he's saying. No, 50 Cent, he does not know what he is saying fully. Like, he is kind of aware, but also not aware, because that's not a comparison you make.
Time I'm just holding stride, and it's like I thought I was more Malcolm X, but I find out I'm more MLK, because as I'm getting hosed down every day by the press and financially, I'm just standing there. And when I found out that they tried to put me in jail, it was like a dog was biting my arm, and I almost shed a tear, almost, but I still walked in stride through it. Yeah,
I think they've been extremely unfair to you.
Who was they though? We can't say who they is.
Corporate press. I'm not using I don't use the word as the way I guess you guys use. I'm talking.
It is
about
them though, isn't it? I mean, because
no,
because when you think about it,
they and them that they are referring to here are Jewish people because they are anti-Semitic fuckwits. And yes, PT Ham, this is entirely out of control. Nothing about this was in control.
Consider it. In 2018.
What do you mean it's not?
What do I mean? Like, okay, so how about you leaving?
Are you afraid of the press?
He's gone. I'll say it right now. You guys want to bring that stuff up, and
Have
think
the
we're not going to have a
Like,
conversation.
have the discussion.
Like you think he's going to come in here and say, "Here's my pain, here's my suffering." I'm going to say, "I hear you," and then he's going to say, "And it was Jewish people," and I'm going to be like, "Okay, but don't you consider?" So I'm not going to do this. I refuse.
Make sure he's cool.
All right, go for it. Luke and I will have a conversation. So I can't say I'm surprised. What do I even do other than ask him? Please elaborate on this. Are you referring to individuals? Or are you quite literally blaming an entire group of people for the fact that powerful individuals are causing you harm?
I really wanted to ask Nick about his thoughts about MLK because I know they contradict his comments about that. But again, these are mass generalizations that don't really help anyone in my perspective. They just kind of sound like.
I don't know. He doesn't have to worry about Pete. Pete and Kim broke up like over the summer or some shit. Wasn't Pete? Maybe. I don't know. He did decapitate him in that music video. That was a whole thing too. Yeah. Yeah, no. This train of thought is absolutely disgusting. And the fact that Kanye was being pressed on the matter and he walked away says everything that we need to know about him. It shows that at some point he is aware of the fact that he cannot defend what is coming out of his mouth. There's no way to do it. Because a lot of it is very likely irrational thoughts that come out while he's in a manic episode. Not saying that people that are mentally ill can get away with being racist, because that is just not true. Just stating that, yeah. And yes, Lauren, you're right. Giving him airtime is absolutely enabling him. They are enabling him. Everyone that invites him on, everyone that does an interview, everyone that seeks to speak directly to him about things is enabling him. And it's unfortunate that we are living in a place where we can do that to people that are mentally ill. We can look at them and say, oh, there's something wrong with them. But let's put them on TV and ask them these questions that they are just going to go off about and say things that they shouldn't say. It speaks to who Kanye is. It speaks to who everyone that is putting him on are. It speaks to the networks, the organizations. It speaks to all of it. It really does. It shows where everything lies, which is in a fucking gutter. Because they don't care. They care about the views. They care about the clicks. They care about the everything. Okay. So, since Kanye walked out on that, I'm going to leave that where it is because Kanye. But we do have another short video of Kanye that we will watch real quick because this one baffled me.
Hey, I am not bipolar. I'm not in some kind of episode, but I may be slightly autistic, like Rain Man. And that's part of my superpower. That's the reason why I can produce tracks and design and do so many things. But
you can produce so many tracks. You can design things. You can do all of these things because you have the capability to think outside of a box to a certain degree. A lot of people have that ability. A lot of people do. But they don't do this, Kanye. I don't see very many autistic people that have those capabilities to think outside of that box doing this. Kanye, you're probably not autistic. Probably have something else. It's not bipolar, but it's also not autism. Yeah, see. Literally Lauren when she's manic. When she's manic. Aw. Miss Parker, I'm sorry. I'm sure they'll be back. You know them. They come in cycles. If Yato comes into the chat like the real Yato, you can ban him. Can't remember if he's a mod here or not. Pretty sure he is. But if he shows up, I'll unmod him just so you can ban him, and then I'll remod him later. It'll be fun. If he's not here, then he doesn't know we're discussing this, so fuck it. Yes, he does have massive jerk disorder. Okay, so we touched on the fact that I got doxxed. My name is my name, y'all. My name is my name. It is what it is. It'll be what it'll be. Yes, Alibis, you can ban him too. But yes, my name is mine. I don't care. I'd prefer you guys call me Mango because you don't know me like that. That's that. In the description, there are links to be able to donate to the Indigenous people's charities. The donations will go directly to the people. You can even double check all of the information that I have provided. You black out your receipt. You remove your personal information because we don't want that shit. You send the receipt to postalaguana@gmail.com so we can see the organization and the dollar amount. That's all I want to know. We'll add it to the total. So, yes, that is what it is. And yes, Logan, he absolutely fucking did. So continuing, we covered that. Covered the charities. We talked about the burger we're going to have to eat. And now I would like to show you guys something that's really, really fun. So, okay, I guess not fun, but I love you too, Gavin Kit Kats, who is not a racist and is also a boy. So, one of the things that I have talked about a good bit ever since Miss Parker and I started doing the whole Juan David Ortiz trial is Border Patrol. Because the entire thing was, oh, hey, this Border Patrol agent did these terrible things, and it took 4 years to go to trial. Okay? Well, in learning about it, I also learned about a whole bunch of other fuck shit that Border Patrol agents have been on. And, well, yes, you do. I am late as shit. I always am. You know me. Anyway. So I want to, in the interest of transparency, show you all. Oh my God. I told you guys, small human snoring in the background. You like fell asleep in my room. My bad. But yes, anyway. So this is my Google Drive that I have been working on in regards to information about the Border Patrol, Homeland Security, the Department of Health and Human Services in terms of immigration and all of that fun stuff. Once I get more stuff done, it will become public. I have a few people that already have the link. because they are giving me a hand on it, or at least checking in to see what's going on. Because again, I want to be as transparent as possible. Yeah, I know. He is sawing some massive logs over there. Yeah, he snores like a big human because he's almost 5 foot tall and he's 9 years old. I'm fucked, like really, because like he's nonverbal autistic and he's going to be super tall and it's going to be a whole thing. So yeah. Oh, hey, Snort. Okay, so inside of this drive, all of these files need to be organized still. Just scrolling through so you all can see what I haven't organized yet. There's a lot here. We're just in the D's. It keeps going. And it's going to keep going and going and going and going. Yeah. Oh, hey, look, we finally made it to the end. That's everything that's not currently organized. I have everything from congressional letters to Office of the Inspector General files to there are pictures and videos that are in this folder, actually, over here. Yeah. There are audio files, there are video files, there are pictures, there are FOIA requested documents. There is so much information that is just out there and available for people to look at that people just don't look at. We have the crew requested FOIA documents. We have literal immigrations and custom enforcement workbooks and guidebooks on various topics. Like, we can get an inside look as to what they do and what laws allow them to operate the way they do. Because it's a little known fact that the Border Patrol actually has jurisdiction up to a certain point within 100 miles of the border. So where there's a border, where there's a coastline within 100 miles of that inland, they have some sort of control and power. It's not supposed to be to the extent that they have it, but there's no oversight. And all of the oversight comes from within. There is no outside oversight over these people. So it's really, really fucked. People get their constitutional rights stomped all over all the time. And then you have to worry about things like the juveniles that are currently being held. You have to worry about, I have forms that are inspection forms from inside of ICE facilities that are horrifying. Everyone is underserviced. And yes, it does. It's actually roughly 70% of the country's population that they have some form of jurisdiction over. And it's not supposed to be like that. There's no reason for it to be like that. There's whole states that are covered within that 100 miles. The vast majority of the state of Florida is in that 100-mile barrier. Actually, the entire state of Florida is, my bad. But yeah. Well, my records go back to 1993. So, Bush? Was that Bush? No, that was Clinton. Right? Yeah, that was Clinton. Wait, was it? I don't know my presidents. I am not good at history, y'all. But I am good at doing research. And yes, red shot, Florida do be trash. Okay, so yeah, Clinton. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I know. I'm so terrible. Clinton was elected. Sorry, y'all. Yes, I will be touching on that as well. I actually do have lawsuits that were filed about DACA. I have congressional letters about DACA. I have paperwork on Title 42, which involves DACA. It's a whole thing. Like, I am trying to do my best to cover as much as I can. I'm going to do multiple part streams, of course. If you like, so in one of my folders, where are you? I know that you're there because I did a breakdown of, yes, the Government Accountability Office. They did various reports, and I actually broke down and summarized and made a list of things to note from these reports. And I'm going to be doing that for the vast majority of the things within the drive. I am going to break down everything for everyone so that way it's easy to follow, easy to see. There are source links to the actual documents from the Government Accountability Office as well. And I break down various laws and terminology that is helpful to know. And I give source links for the majority of that as well. So that way everyone will be able to read everything and understand what they are looking at. So I wanted to touch base with everyone and let you know, hey, when I said that I am doing this research, this is what I'm doing. All of this is what I have been working on in the background. It has taken a lot out of me mentally because a lot of it is really fucked up. But I am doing my best to make sure that I deliver this information to you as factually and accurate as possible. Okay? So that's what we're working with. That is what we are working on. If you are friends with me on Discord, if you would like a link to see this drive so that you can see this is it. This is what I am working on. You are more than welcome to hit me up in DMs and I will send you the link. That's not a problem. But I want to be as transparent as possible with this because it's a lot. And yes, it is. It is incredibly taxing. Yes, I have been doing multiple deep dives. The Delphi case starts in January. There is currently a gag order on the Delphi case. The family cannot speak about it right now, but I am looking forward to when that case goes to trial because I do love looking up the laws and everything that goes behind it. I am working with Lauren and a few other people like Miss Parker on something else in the background, and we actually have made some headway on that, which is phenomenal. Super excited about that. Yeah. Like, this is what I do when I am not working and taking care of small human and goofing around on the internet from time to time. This is the type of thing that I do with my free time because I enjoy it. It's a hobby. It's a hobby that could potentially get me places. But for right now, it's a hobby. I am absolutely excited that y'all came out to see the burger that Lizard and I very likely will have to eat. Learn some more about Kanye West and what's been going on in his universe. And I'm glad that I was able to show you what is going on in the background on my end when it comes to various things. Yeah, I work a full-time job and I take care of small human, but you know what? I have a lot of fun doing research, and I'm going to keep doing research on topics like this because I think they're important. And yeah, if you would, I've got links down in the description. I've got my link tree. It's got, stuff for both me and small human on there. I don't really give a shit about that. Like, it's there. I haven't really advertised it all that much, but that link tree has been made for months. Like, it's just been hiding around. I haven't really used it. Please consider donating to one of the 5 Indigenous peoples charities that we have been trying to get out there. The Google Doc has all of the links that you need, the EINs, the links to the websites, the direct donation links, the charity navigator breakdown, so you know where all the funds go. You can do all of the research and double check what I did. That's fine. Go ahead. Donate to one of them. Screenshot your receipt. Black out your personal information because we don't fucking want it. We need to know the organization and the dollar amount. That's all we need to see on that receipt. Send it to postalaguana@gmail.com. We'll add it to the total. Make us eat a Cobb's burger. Because for some reason, Lizard and I eat Cobb's food for a good cause. Which is just a weird statement, but yeah. Every $150 that you donate at one time, we will eat a Code Red Mountain Dew hard-boiled egg. To my knowledge, we owe 2 to Skits Crasher, but he said something fishy earlier, and I'm betting now we owe 3, and I'm kind of pissed off, but at the same time, damn it, I love you, Skits. So, yeah. Once again, I appreciate every single one of you for coming by and being here. If you have any questions about anything, you're free to hit me up. You really are. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me in Discord. Hit me up and ask questions. I'll answer. I want y'all to all have a wonderful night, a beautiful tomorrow. And I hope you all get some good sleep. Like, y'all all need some good rest. Rest is important. Happy holidays. I'll probably see y'all again real soon. Bye.